Arts fan, hello, good evening. Oh man. Ooh, hello. How's this working? How's this looking? Lookja? Okay, it looks good. Man, good evening. There will be no doing things like that with Pac-Man. Caleb William, hello. We will be doing no such thing. We are building a Pac-Man arcade machine. And in fact, the only Pac-Man that we actually make, as you can see, is already done. Oh, over things, I don't know. I would say it's been a weird day. I actually had a lot of students missing from school today. It was a little weird, though. It was a little weird today. I will say this. I went shopping after school and I went after shopping after school, and part of my shopping consisted of buying a bottle of wine, and I almost contemplated just having the wine for dinner, and that's it. Glad I didn't do that. But I thought about it. Thought-ja? Weird week. It's a weird week for us at school, actually. So, once a quarter at our school, we have a 2-hour early release. And it's usually, like, right after the quarter. The new quarter starts, so we have time to, like... Well, sorry, at the end of first and third quarters, it's right after the new quarter starts, so we have time to do grading. But for our students, it's just like, this is suspicious. Why do we have a 2-hour early release? So, yeah. And then we don't have school on Monday, so it's a 2-hour early release day and then a 3-day weekend this weekend. You got Culvers instead? Well, lucky you, I don't have that option, as we do not have Culvers out here on the West Coast. Okay. I'm gonna look at getting started here. So, when last we left off, we built this side piece, and then we started the base for this arcade machine. And there's definitely, like, a switch in here to start player one. We haven't quite made the joystick yet, but we've got the base in place for it. And we started building up the sides. Airport rules are in effect. You know what, that's fair. You know what? Oh, man. I could have some of that pina colada mix you left me, but I don't have any more juice. It tasted really good with that juice. Oh, well. Subj? I'm gonna wreck it. Royale, thank you for the 34 months at the tier 2. I hope you're doing alright today. It's definitely been weird today, like... I've had a lot of conversations with people at work today about how they had conversations with families in, like, group texts this morning, but a lot of those group texts were only part of their family, and it's just, like, seeing that stuff makes me go, oh, dang, that's no good, that's no bueno. But here we are. Should be good on its own if sipped as a cordial or poured over ice. Yeah, it would be. I'd just like a little bit of fruitiness to it, I think. I don't know. Maybe I just want some juice. Maybe that's just what I want. Alright. I'm gonna start moving on here, because it looks like our next step, we're using these big flat yellow plates as part of this step. So I think we're building up more on the sides, and I think we're gonna get these stickers on here. The lessons will not be ours to learn. I mean, yeah, Doesn't that make you feel, like, worse, though, Caleb? Like, that's what makes me feel bad. That's what makes me feel bad. And maybe we think about this. Maybe we're thinking about this in different ways. Because I guess I'm interpreting it more as it's not we won't be the ones that get hecked the most type of thing. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah. At no point was I ever like hurt or indifferent. It's more fear for the future of our country. That's the only thing I've felt all day. Yeah. I really hope that actually happens, Caleb, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought that would happen the last time, and it clearly didn't. So, we shall see. Yeah, Arts fan, that makes sense. Hello, Joss. How we doing? Alright, yeah, we're definitely building up more of the side of this machine here, so we're just gonna keep going at it. Side up, the bilge continues. Okay, you know what? Fair. Oh, I gotta plot this big slanted slope here also. I'm gonna point that when the find out part comes around, you're just gonna tell people this is what they wanted. I mean, yeah, like, it totally makes sense to kind of go to that place mentally. What the heck? Oh, I completely missed this. Whoops. Completely missed this. We gotta put this part on too. I think at least it, as far as it pertains to me, like, I'll probably have like some sympathy for some people. Like, it's hard not to me. It's hard for me to not look at this. Like, the problem is, I think about this as like a kid, because there are definitely kids out there. I know because I teach on them that are like, yeah, this is awesome, this is great, and they just don't know any better. They're also not the ones that did this. Because they can't vote, they're kids. Once they kind of realize, oh no, this ain't good, it's them that I will feel bad for. Wait, what the heck? Oh, these are the wrong pieces. Yeah. Yeah, Joss, that's really awful. Honestly. I don't know how you address a situation like that. Cuz yeah, I think that's exactly how I would feel as well. Heartbroken. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. But yeah, it's gonna be. I remember roughly 8 years ago, like thinking at the time, man, this is gonna be a real interesting next 4 years. But my feelings were always that of hope, because, and you can, whether you think I was naive or not, I truly hoped after 4 years of the presidency that we had, that things would get so bad that people would be like, oh gosh, this is really bad. We need to do something about this. And that things would start to get better. And things really didn't get better. And you could probably have a fair argument at saying things got worse. And now I just don't know what's going to happen. I think that's what bothers me the most about this. It's hard to think that the climate of our country can get worse than it already is. But I'm honestly afraid that that's what's going to happen. And that is a terrible feeling to have. Yeah. It was also pretty funny, Caleb, today, like listening to students talk about, some of them were like full on disaster, like, oh my gosh, they're gonna have a majority in all the branches of government and we're just completely screwed. And from their perspective, being Republicans, but yeah, they don't fully understand the idea of like supermajority and things like that. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gosh, wow. All right, we're just making little flare pieces for the sides right now. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I've come to expect from the legislative branch of our government at this point, Amanda. Like, the only word that I would use to describe it is dysfunctional. And honestly, that's something I also think is never going to change. Oops. How did I grab? Oh. Alright, what did I do here? I completely did this wrong. This is supposed to be on top of... Holy cow. This is a four instructions, and I majorly messed it up. There we go. I fix. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Stuff like that goes both ways. You play a dangerous game when you do that. You have vague memories of growing when you were younger. It was often described as dysfunctional, but it was not this. I mean, gosh. My memories of government when I was younger were somewhat skewed because my mother was a federal employee. She was a criminal investigator for the IRS. So to me, it was like, these are the people that she works for, and she does good. So they must be doing good. But then I also have the memory of, I guess I don't really have memories of, even though I was alive when Reagan was in office, I don't have real memories of that. I do have memories of Clinton and Lewinsky. That's probably my first real memory about government, was the whole Monica Lewinsky scandal. What a memory to have for that. What a memory that is. Yeah. Same, Amanda. I do remember that. And that's the other thing. Like I remember, because that election, the W and Gore election was the first one that I voted in. Yeah, that happened as I was a freshman in college, and I remember all the people saying stuff like, "Man, if Bush gets voted in, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. It's going to be so terrible." And honestly, like, looking back on it, that didn't seem that bad. But this is not that, as far as I'm concerned. This feels way different than that. Oh yeah, I forgot Clinton playing on the sax, right? Yeah, and then talking about he only toked once or something like that. But like, that made him popular. Like that got people happy for some reason. Yeah, oh yeah. That was crazy too. The whole Florida hanging Chad thing. That was also for me, and I'm sure not the only one, the first time I really understood what the Electoral College was, because Gore definitely won the popular vote and lost the election. And I was like, what? How could this even happen? I wanted the dang old creator of the internet to be my president. Yeah, exactly, William. 9/11 happened. He'd had a golden ticket to do basically anything, but, like, in hindsight, again, like, I mean, I didn't vote for him. I voted for Gore, but I really don't think W's presidency was that bad. All I really remember is just him coming out of it looking like an idiot. But I don't remember, like, actual harm being done at a government level. Yeah. Are we talking about, like, just all the fallout of that? I mean, obviously that stuff wasn't great. Love, laugh, homewrecker. Hello, Kamir. I definitely don't give him a pass for that by any means, but at the same time, it's like, to me, war crimes and our government are synonymous. I guess that's how I'd say it. Oh yeah, that was '08, huh? That's right. I do remember that. I guess the thing for me with that is, I don't know. Yeah, that was bad. That was definitely bad. I mean, that's the other thing. Like it's just been so ridiculous for so long that at this point, yeah. I mean, that's not really wrong, Joss. Like, I don't have a whole lot of faith in our government, our national government, and sadly, I haven't for a while. But I don't blame that squarely on the president. Like, I didn't have a lot of faith in our government when Obama was in office, but I thought Obama was a pretty good president. It's just, like, our legislative branch of government is just a nightmare, and I don't know how it will ever get fucked. Like, I don't comprehend how that could possibly happen at this point. Nice. Yes, Legos, Panda. Hello, good evening. Revolution? Oh, ooh, we're building something here. Oh, we are building something here. Like, okay. But the problem is, I don't even have faith that that will happen anymore. Like, that is honestly what I thought would come out of the first presidency for Trump. And it didn't. It didn't. And that's why, like, I don't have faith in something like that even happening anymore. I don't know what we're building here. We'll build something. You have ideas on how to uncack the legislature, but they never happen. Okay. Do you want to share? Are they completely radical? I guess I should have said, are they inappropriate to share? I'm kind of at the point that I'm sitting here thinking, like, I want some weed gummies, stay home. You sure you want me to okay, well, okay. See, that's why I was asking to see what level we were at here. Maybe maybe not, Amanda. Maybe not. I know some people be feeling a certain way, but that doesn't mean we have to go into it now. See, I'm sitting here thinking, like, let's just determine all elections by a game of Mario Party, and the people that vote decide how many stars each candidate starts with. So, like, the most would get the most stars, and the second would get the second most. And then we just play a game of Mario Party, and we see who wins, and that's who gets that office. Okay. That seems reasonable. I mean, do you not think that the kind of balance that was put in place with the Senate and the House is still an equal balance anymore? Because that's initially what the plan was there. No. Okay. Expand the House because the House also is unequally representing the country. Every state gets one representative, but Wyoming is way overrepresented for their population. Well, is it? I thought there was a threshold for that. And then once you hit the threshold, the amount of representatives that you got increased. Yeah, the Electoral College is definitely a problem. The Electoral College, to me, at this point, kind of sounds like one of those unofficial rules that we're following because that quote, that's the way it's always been, but we definitely should not be following it anymore. The biggest concern for me out of all this is that, like, these are things that people are never going to change because all this stuff is set in the Constitution, right? And if we change one thing, then it just sets a precedent.